Hey everybody, it's Tafony here once again. Today's rambling about is going to be on the Steady State Fate Autodyne, a 4 HP compressor module for Eurorack. Quick disclaimers, get them out of the way before we get started. The series isn't sponsored or anything, it's not affiliated with anyone. The Autodyne is something that I purchase used from a local seller. I don't have any affiliation with SSF or anybody at all. And this isn't journalism, this is just my vlog, my ramblings, my own opinions. And with all of that out of the way, it sounds like this. Okay, I'm going to do drum mixes today because that's how I use it in my system. It is totally valid to send full mixes or just one source or anything. It's modular, you can do whatever you want with it. But for me, the killer feature, quote unquote, of the Autodyne is super tight, super easy drum mixes. So let's send it a drum mix. Turn off my reverb just so it's like really pure. Get my snare back in. And then we'll go over the panel. So single knob compressor with everything combined, its ratio, its threshold, it's all of those parameters in one knob. I love the simplicity. I wish this thing was stereo. I'm just gonna say that right now and then we'll go back to swooning over it. But yeah, I'd love to put Autodynes at the end of my chain, but you can't really for that reason. But yeah, one knob compressor, so easy to just, how much do you want? Turn it up, right? Not compressed enough? Turn it up. Too compressed? Turn it down. It's so simple. There's no other, anyway. I love that simplicity. There is a post compression gain, so you're not driving the compressor, just keep that in mind that you're driving it after. And then there is a blend, and I'm not going to bring this in just yet, we'll go through everything, but yeah, you can blend it in, I like that. Now I usually use it as an effect send and keep the blend all the way up, but today we're going to probably noodle with some blend. There is a sidechain input and in and out in mono, and then there is a sidechain filter. Now the sidechain filter does not affect the behavior of the sidechain itself, but what it does is allows you to bypass some of that low end. So if you don't want things to get over compressed, you can use that sidechain filter to preserve the low end, which is a super sweet feature. So with all that being said, the gain, so they also describe it as a distortion effect, which is completely accurate because this thing gets really nasty, but it's not, the gain is the distortion itself if you think about it. So where I sort of expect the gain to be like off, if you have the gain off, it's like very quiet. So we'll bring in the blend and look, no gain, we're like off. So we'll put our compressor at noon and then bring in the gain. So you got to kind of adjust your level, right? So gain at about noon, blend, and compression, you know, usually a kind of subtle effect. So I'm probably going to be showing you this by swapping the blend back and forth. So let's bring in less of me and more of my drums, just so you can hear them a little clearer. And if I still sound good, then we'll leave it like that. So blend, dry, fully wet, dry. Try and get those levels even because you don't want to say, yeah, like louder is more good, obviously. So crank it up. Crank up the blend, not the gain. Dry. Wet right now. Let's go back to dry. Wet. So now let's bring in less compression. More. Hear that low end coming up. Make sure my sidechain is off, and it is. More compression. It just starts to pummel, and I love that. And it's not too blown out right now, right? And it does get into the distorted compression territory too, which is really nice. I don't know. If you're hearing this right now and being like, come on, you didn't go to audio engineering school or something, that is to my taste. I like it nasty. I like them blown out, and I love to do that with this. But it's totally can be clean too. Like if you just want a little bit, we'll compression way down and gain up. That sounds nice. There's more dynamics, right? But I like mine. I like to blow out the mixes and rein it in with a compressor, right? I like how that sounds, right? And on that note, let's get into the distortion now. There's no magic to it other than you just blast the gain and it sounds really good. So I'm going to bring the compression down a little bit and we'll start to bring in some gain. And to try and ride some levels here, because it's like almost filtering. Reverb. See, I just love that. Pummel it. Compression. Sorry, I love that. If that sounds terrible to you, don't go this crazy with it, but I love how that sounds. And you also, what I really like about this too is you can just blend in that nastiness, right? Just blow it out completely and then blend that in, so the dry. Mix in some blowing it out. So there's still that, texture. It doesn't completely squash, but that low end is still pummeling you in the background, right? So one thing that confused me when I first got this module was that the on-off switch with the arrow pointing to it refers to the sidechain filter. You cannot turn off the sidechain itself. It is controlled automatically by use of the patch cord. So we turn our sidechain filter off. If we plug in our sidechain, sounds like this. We turn this filter on, it turns on the sidechain filter. So no filter. Let's go through the three filter settings. Yeah, that high pass filter, that's good. So there's no blend of the sidechain, there's no sidechain amount, but if you blend the whole mix, right, you might say oh well, I want more compression, but you can just turn up the compression. Oh, I love that. Yeah, SSF Autodyne, I love it. I wish there was a stereo one. I'm considering getting a second one to run them at the end of my chain because I love it so much. Yeah, hopefully they can bring us a stereo version because I really like the Cosmotronics Messer compressor, but I just find it's too complicated for a simpleton like me. It's challenging. I don't want envelope controls. I just want some simple one knob compression and a simple sidechain. So I might grab a second one, but we'll see. I'm Tafony. I love the Autodyne. That's about all I have to say about it. So thanks, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.